Morning everyone. Today what we're going to be doing, if I'll just spin you around, is we're going to be taking down all this wood on the ceiling. We're going to have a vaulted ceiling anyway to make it more roomy and airy in here, which is something I've seen it on other YouTube channels and I really like it. That's my job this morning, to go ahead and start taking this down. Let's make a start. That's a lovely piece of wood. We'll keep hold of these. I'm just going to take this straight down to where I'm storing my wood, because we're going to keep hold of these. There's nothing wrong with them. So like I said before, what's the point of throwing away perfectly good wood? I'll just take this down to where I'm storing the wood. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, that's all the battening taken down, which was used to put the plasterboard ceiling up, and that now leaves me with the original ceiling. So I'll just go ahead and show you the original ceiling. There is the original ceiling of the cottage. It's all ton and groove wood. You can see where they've been cutting holes in it before to do obviously some work up there, probably running cables or something for the electrics. My next job now is to take all that down. I'm just going to go ahead and make a start on that. Now that ceiling's down, excuse me, a bit dusty. Now all that ceiling's down, I have found something on the gable end of the wall that I'm a little bit suspect about. I think it's going to need quite a bit of work done on it. Let me just spin you round and so let me know what you think this used to be up here in the gable. I'll just spin you round. Let's get you up there, look. Up there, see that? Now there's some rotten timbers going through there, and a bit further back it looks like a tree branch that's going through there. I'm wondering if that used to be some sort of window through there, maybe. Not sure, but it looks like I'm going to have to get myself some strong boys to prop that up and rebuild that part of the gable wall. I'm going to now have a good old clean up in here from all the mess I've made and get the rest of this render off the top of the walls. Morning everyone. Now that the ceiling's down, I've had a good old clean up. As you can see, if I spin you around, there we go. I've had a good clean up in here. We've also had the chimney swept as well. Marie's also doing a great job in raking out these walls, ready for us to repoint with lime. So hopefully we can get that done soon as well. What we're going to do now is, as the chimney's being swept, is we're going to light a fire in here for the first time. So hopefully that works out alright. But before I light the fire, that gives me the good opportunity to try out a thermal camera that I've been sent to try. If I just show you it here, it's from Top Dom, and it plugs into your phone or any Android or ISO device through a USB-C. What we're going to do is I'm going to take some temperature readings of the snug before we put the fire on and then after, and we'll see what this thermal camera reads. And also we're going to take it outside and check on Marie's compost heap as well. Go ahead and get this camera set up and we'll take some temperature readings of the snug as it is now before we start the fire. Right, let's go ahead and unbox this thermal camera. It comes in a really nice presentation box, case I should say, which is here. It's really nice little camera case. Let me just put this box down. And all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be plugging it into my Android tablet. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. You've got some USB leads in here as well for connecting it up. There's a little cloth in here for wiping the lens. The camera itself is here, so we're just going to take this out, and as you can see it's got a USB-C connection on it. Let's just go ahead and plug it into my Android tablet. Let's turn it on. Well, that's turned on, so I'm just going to plug this into it now. I'll do it so the camera's facing away from us, like so. Okay, and the app, as soon as you plug it in, the app automatically starts up. And then we enable thermal camera, and there we go. We just press some confirm on there. Oh, there's a bit of heat in the fireplace already. That's interesting, considering that we ain't put it on. Okay, as you can see, it shows an image on here already. What I'll do is I'll record this image and I'll put it up on the screen for you. So I'm just going to walk around now taking some temperature readings with this, and then obviously we'll put the image up for you to have a look after. So I'm just going to go around now looking. Black spots are really cold, and then you've got some orange spots that obviously are warm or hot. The walls are very cold. We're picking up some temperatures from it's a reflection of the lights in the window. So yeah, scaffolding there, it's showing a bit warm, I don't know why. Okay, 8 degrees it is in here, 8.8 degrees is what it's showing. As we come round, the lights are obviously going to be a bit warmer. Let's have a look at these lights. 6.5 degrees for the lights. Outside the window here, I've got my phone on charge over there. That's showing 22 degrees. Oh, that's quite warm for a phone charger. Okay, I can see my reflection in the mirror. I can see my reflection in the window. Okay, so now let's go to the fireplace. The fireplace is actually showing warm at 14 degrees, considering the fire's not been on. Let me just go and feel the back of it. Yeah, it's actually warmer than the stone. That must be where we lit the. That must be from where we lit a little test fire in it yesterday to check there was no leaks coming from anywhere. So yeah, it's held the heat in it. That's interesting. So right. So what I'll do now is I'm going to go ahead and light the fire, and we'll see what happens with this thermal camera. So I'll just press stop on the recording on this. Obviously I'll put this up on the screen for you to see. So I'll just get ready to light this fire, and then I'll get back to you once we've got it up and going. Right, so there we go. We've put one of these starter logs on. It says leave it for 20 minutes before you put any other fuel on. While the fire's trying to get itself going, what we do is I'll take the thermal camera outside and we'll have a look at Marie's compost heap and see how that's doing. See if it's actually working or not, because we don't really know if it's working, because we've never done a compost heap before. So let's go outside and have a look. Okay, here's Marie's compost heap right here. We're starting. Excuse the mess. We've never done a compost heap before, so it's all new to us. Looking at this thermal imager, you probably can't see it if I put the camera on it, so I will put some pictures up for you. There is a bit of heat in there, which I'm surprised. 12 degrees, something like, it's running about 12.2 degrees in some places. What I'm going to do is dig a hole in this compost heap and see if we get a different temperature reading, and then we'll know for definite if it's working. So I'll just get this little fork and we have a little dig around. So I've just dug a bit of a hole in the compost heap. Now let me go and get the camera and see if that's actually working. Oh wow, that is actually working. That is quite hot in there. Well, it's running about 16 degrees in there. Oh, I'm quite surprised. There is a bit of heat in there. So it must be working. That's interesting. I didn't think it was, but as we've got heat in there, it must be. What about the one next door to it? So the one next door to it has also got heat in it as well. That's interesting. Let me just put my hand in there, see if I can actually feel any heat. Just bear with me while I put the tablet down. Oh yeah, it's definitely warm in there. Right, let me just cover this hole back up. And there's one other little spot I want to try, which we kept separate from the compost heaps, is I put a load of grass some grass cuttings all on its own round the back. So excuse the noise of the generator. Oh, there goes Ollie. So we see if we can get him on the camera, on the thermal imager. Oh wow. Oh, I've got Ollie on the thermal imager now. He's quite warm, 20 odd degrees. He looks funny in the camera. I will put all this up. Let's see if we can pick Reg up in the distance. Yes, we can. We can actually pick Reg up as well in the distance there. And my Starlink as well. Well, that's quite interesting. Right, let's make our way round to this grass heap that we got round, see if there's a difference between the grass heap temperature and our compost temperature, because we're wondering whether the grass that we got in a pile around the back here is actually hotter. Well, I don't think it is, because it's absolutely sodden where it's been raining so much. It's only a tiny little heap, which is here. So let me get the camera on it. There's the dogs. No, there's no heat coming from that whatsoever. I didn't think it would be. Let me just give it a little dig. Oh, actually, there is. I just kicked it over a little bit and there is actually heat coming from it. Interesting, even though it's soaking wet. It's not a lot, but it is giving off heat. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, let's see what we can pick up in the back garden. Let's see if we can pick anything up in the back garden. Got the dogs running around. It's interesting. Okay, I will put all these images up on the excuse me. Right, let's have a look at the let's go and have a look at the house now. What on this fire? Let's go and check on this fire, see if it's giving out any heat. Before I do that, let's just do a little recording from the outside, from the thermal camera, see where we got heat loss. Oh, we got a lot of heat loss. A lot of heat loss in the roof. The chimney stack is quite warm, but we have got a hell of a lot of heat loss in the roof. And through the front door, well, obviously I've expected that because the front door's open, but yeah, this camera's really impressive. Okay, let's go and have a look and see what the fire's actually doing, see if that's actually giving off any heat yet. So I imagine it will do, even though it's got a starter log on it. Oh, that's really going well now. There's the fire going lovely. Let's have a look. 157 degrees that's running up. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Now, does it make the chimney warm? That's impressive. So, that's impressive. Okay, so what we do then is, once this fire's going properly, we'll take some readings from outside and see how much heat we're losing through the roof and everything, and see how much it heats up in this room. Because at the moment this room is only roughly about 7.7 degrees, 8 degrees. So we'll see what this fire does, see how quickly it heats this room up. And I'll get back to you in a bit once we've let this room heat up a bit. Okay, you can see the fire's going really well now. The temperature hasn't really changed that much in here at the moment. But I will get out the thermal camera and show you. I'll put it up on the screen now. Hopefully it warms up a bit better in here, but I think because we got the roof is not insulated, and all we got basically above us, if I'll just show you, is basically we've got nothing there, just the felt, just the roofing felt and the roof. That is it. So I'm not expecting it to really hold much heat in here when it's like that, but there you go. What I'm also going to do as well with this thermal image camera is I will do a bit of filming tonight when it's dark to see if we can spot the dogs running around in the dark as well, or any other wildlife if there's any about. Right, so now it's pitch black outside. We're going to send the dogs out. I'm not going to be able to see where they go because it's too dark, so we're going to try and see if we can see them with this thermal imager. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Right, let's make our way out. Right, come on boys, off you go. Right, there they are. So as you can see, it's really dark out here now. The camera's not picking up anything. There's the house over there, the cottage, sorry, and we cannot see the dogs anywhere. So I'm using this thermal imager. I can see one of the dogs and I can see the other one. So it's picking them up out here, even though it's really dark. Right, so that was a thermal imaging camera by Topdon. If you're interested in one of these cameras, I'll leave the link in the description for you. And if you use the code ELFIN, you'll get a 10% discount. So that's going to be me for this evening, and I will catch you in the morning. So today we're going to continue to take the wall down in the kitchen. So let me just spin you around. So that's where we left the wall at this stage a couple of videos back. What we're going to do today is hopefully completely take this wall down and the wall on the hallway side there. And then if we get time, I'm going to take down all the plasterboard in here as well. But before we take these walls down, I need to take the ceiling down as well. That's going to be my plans for today. Catch you in a bit once I've got myself ready to start taking this wall down. Right then, let's make a start. First thing I'm going to do is take down this ceiling in the kitchen area. Right, so I'm trying out this new feature on my camera. Well, it's not a new feature, it's just a feature I've never used before. So I'm not sure how it's going to work out. Hopefully it works out okay. It's the auto track on the camera. Let's just see what happens, whether we like it or not. Right, that's the plasterboard down from the ceiling. I'm just going to clear this bit of mess up and I'll catch you in a bit. Right then, that's all the plasterboard cleared out of the way. What I've got to do now is take down these wooden beams that are on the ceiling, which was put up there for the plasterboard. I'm just going to go ahead and start taking that down. Okay, so now taking down all them beams from the ceiling. My next job now is take down the original ceiling, this pink cladding. Once I've got that down, then I can start taking these walls down. I'm now just going to go ahead and take them down now. Right, as you can see, I've now taken down that original ceiling. It looks like that wall up there is quite damp, so I'm going to have to investigate that. What I'm going to be doing now is cleaning up all this mess that I've made, and then have a cup of tea and we'll get back to it. I'll catch you in a sec. Right, I've now cleaned up all this mess in the kitchen area, as you can see, and I've put a bit of lighting up so it's easier to see. My next job now is to go into the hallway by the front door here, and what I'm going to do now is this ceiling here by the front door, I'm going to be taking this down next and get to the other side of this wall. Let's go ahead and make a start on that. I must apologise for the light flickering on and off. It's the one in the kitchen area is actually a security light that I'm using because the only bit of lighting I've got at the moment. So I apologise for the light flickering on and off. Ceiling's actually buried inside of the render. What I'm going to do now instead is start taking the render off the wall and then take that ceiling down. I'm just going to set myself up to start doing that. I'll catch you in a sec. Right, okay, let's go ahead and start taking this render off this wall so then I can get that ceiling down and start taking this wall down. Okay, so we've got a change of plans. I'm not going to be taking all this render off to get to that ceiling. I'm just going to break it away because this wall is not lime rendered. It is concrete and it is really tough. It's taken me an hour or just over an hour really just to do that little bit. So what I'm going to do is try and get this ceiling down and work from up the top there downwards on taking this wall down, because otherwise I'm going to be here for weeks trying to get this off. I'm just going to go ahead now and take this ceiling down and I'll show you once this ceiling's down. Okay, so it's another day. Yesterday I didn't record me taking down the wall in the hallway. I just completely forgot to turn the camera on, to be honest, and I just wanted to get it done. So let me just show you what I've done. That's the wall down there. I've just got a tiny little bit left in the corner here, and then of course I've got the main wall here as well to take down. Right, so that's that wall down. The next wall I want to do is the kitchen wall, the one behind me. I will film that one being taken down. But before I do that, I just want to take a couple of days rest because I'm absolutely burnt out. Swinging that sledgehammer yesterday has left me a bit sore and achy today. I just want to take a couple of days off, just chilling out. I'll catch you guys in a couple of days when we start taking this wall down. See you then. Alright, morning everyone. I'm back from my couple of days off. I didn't really do much on them days off. I just relaxed a bit and try and get a bit of muscle recovery back. So what we're going to be doing this morning is I'm going to continue taking down the walls in the kitchen living room area. Let me just go ahead and spin you round. There we go. I'm going to be taking this wall down here. When I left you last time, we had just taken this wall down by the front door. I've got a little bit left in the corner to do. My mission today is to take this wall down here. Let's go ahead and make a start. Right, so the first job I'm going to do is take out the timber door frame and then knock down the wall above it. So then I can work across and down. I'm just going to go ahead now and take that timber frame out. I think I'm going to put my hard hat on. Okay, PPE on. Hard hat falling off. Oh, sorry, I sent you flying then. Alright, let me just move you back round. Have to be a bit careful now because Reggie's and Ollie's decided to come and pay a visit. I'll have to wait for them to disappear. Come on, back out. Out. Alright, now I've got rid of the dogs because we don't want them getting hurt. We carry on with knocking this bit of the wall down. that's the majority of that wall down there. Just got a bit down the bottom there and that last bit over in the corner. What we're doing now is I'm going to clean up all the mess I've made so far and then carry on with that. Catch you once I've cleaned this mess up. Right, now had a clean up. As you can see, I've cleaned up most of the rubble that I've got out. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue knocking down that little bit down there and the bit over there. Let's carry on. Gloves and hard hat back on. I forgot to put them back on. Safety first. Safety, safety, safety first. Right, let's carry on. Right, I'm just going to go and clean this mess up before I can continue because all the rubble's built up behind what's left of the wall. Right, okay, I've cleaned up most of that rubble off the floor now. Continue now knocking down the rest of that wall. Okay, that's the rest of that wall down. All that's left is for me to get the jackhammer and take the bits that are low down on the floor. So I'm just going to have a clean up and I'll catch you in a bit. Right, okay, so I've decided I'm going to leave it here for this week because I feel like I've done 10 rounds with Mike Tyson swinging that hammer and my arms are absolutely killing me. Now, I'd like to say thank you to all my new subscribers and my channel members. And please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and please do leave us some comments. We really appreciate all the comments and we do answer them all, and I will catch you next week. Bye.